Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive Plays, a board game where some friends have gathered on the internet to play a board game digitally. And I say this with a weary heart because I've had a day, so bear with me. Joining me, I am Luke, Dungeon Master and game person of Eat, Crit and Survive, and below me we have Dom, who is here as always.
Yes, and I shall speak below you is your statement on sort of relative power dynamic, social standing, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's in completely how I meant for that to be, not just how things are set up on the overlay. That would be crazy. Oops, I'm getting some warnings from the computer, so I'm just going to shut a bunch of things down so that it doesn't tire it out. There you go, computer. How's that for you? That's better. Sure. Yes, we are here to play some board game today because we have, we are coming towards the end of this month's worth of content for Raise Your Game, which is part of our push for raising some money for Dementia UK. And I say we're coming to the end of it because as of next week, Laura and I will be on holiday, so we will be off in Florida doing Disney things. So we will not be here. There may be some stuff going on the stream. I don't know yet. I've left that in the hands of Connor and Ross. God help me. So things may happen. I don't know.
So much porn, Betty.
Oh God. Is one of the titles of the stream, I imagine, that they've got lined up. And of course, because I was rushing around to do everything... Nightbot! So, talk amongst yourselves as I do this. But yes, Dementia UK is a charity that does a lot of work for people who have dementia and families who are affected by this terrible disease. So if you want to donate to them, we have a Just Giving link. We've got !charity, and that will be there for you if you are able. And we appreciate anything that you can do. So thank you for that. Let's see. What else have we got today? Ah, yes, the people who help make this show possible, and that is the wonderful Game Tea, who help provide wonderful gaming gear and goods. So things such as candles, the Coins of Wonder that I introduced into the campaign, our D&D campaign on Friday, and Connor immediately regretted flipping the coin, even though it came up well for him. One day we will find out what that does. Yeah.
He's being very adamant not to flip the coin.
Oh, he will flip the coin. He will flip the coin. If only because someone will pressure him into it. So, yeah, Game Tea, they provide wonderful gaming goods. We usually talk about their candles in Candle Corner, but Laura isn't here today. She's getting her nails done for Disney. So today I'm going to take you through Mr. Imp's art impressions as I show this, which is a very tasteful. Easy to set up the glare. Let's angle it like that. There we go. It's a very tasteful dark elf pin-up, D&D pin-up. So you sat on some dice. It is very sexy, but very, very tasteful and sort of burlesque thing. It was one of a set of 3 that I bought for Laura for our first Valentine's Day together. And they now sit quite happily in our living room because we like them. They're really nice artwork. So if you want to get yourself a set of D&D pinups, you can go to gametea.co.uk/eatcritsurvive and get yourself 5% off if you use the code EATCritSurvive. A little bit of that will come to us, so whatever works, it works. So yeah, thank you very much, Game Tea, for all that you're doing. Now that Nightbot has been wrestled into submission, mostly. Let's turn off the guest timer. That has been turned off. That one turned off. And that... I have had a day, folks. The day I have had has been full of many different things, including a repair to my sofa and not being able to go out whilst the person was repairing my sofa. So, there's that. But we also should talk about... We talked about D&D that we played before. We are going to be playing D&D again on Friday, so come and join us there We will be streaming that. You can see our D&D adventures. And any other board game content is available on our YouTube page. Those links are going to be popping up periodically into chat. So if you like what we do and you want to see more of it, it's there. Right, let's get into the game proper. Today, we are playing a game that I've been wanting to play for a little while. It ended up on my top of the box for 10 games that I wanted to play, and I think it's one of maybe 3 that I haven't gotten around to playing yet. This is Origin's First Builder. It is a game where we are answering the question of what if aliens came to Earth thousands of years ago as we were just starting as a civilization. Did they build the pyramids? Did they accelerate our advancement? Would they have? This is what we're going to find out as we play Origin's First Builder. We are effectively doing worker placement with dice. So we are going to be placing out workers, which are going to be dice that we will roll in a moment, into various places on the board here, and we're going to be doing a series of different actions as part of it. Now on our turn, we will have the choice of 5 actions. And they are, I'm going to bring up the action list so I don't screw it up. Talk about yourselves. Yes. Visit an encounter site, which is this top section up here, and do the action that is stated in it, or do one of the 2 actions that is stated up here. And that depends on what you're doing effectively. So for you have to place a die which has a number higher or equal to the number that is showing on the mothership, which will rotate around the board as we go through. Each time we use the action, it gets a little bit harder to be able to do that. And if we play a die that matches, we will be able to do this bonus action along here as well. So if we were going to play a die at purple, for example, let's say I play this purple 5, I would place it here, and it has easily surpass the limitations. I could then do one of these 2 white actions, and because I placed a purple die, I could also do this bonus action. And because there are a lot of different actions to do, we're just going to sort of talk about them as we play the game, because that makes life a little easier for us. So that is one of our main actions: visit one of these encounter sites. The next action is to enclose a district. So enclosing a district is to do with our construction tiles here. So we will be placing out buildings as one of our actions, and eventually we will place them so that there is a little square in the center of here in which we can put one of our dice, which we can sort of take them out of our citizenry. We can take them out from here and place them into the spot down here. In doing so, it will activate all buildings that have the same colour of as to the building that is placed. So if we were to place a red die in the centre for this outpost, we would activate it again, which would allow us to move up the military track or do an attack, one of the 2. And that very much depends on what's going on. So each of these buildings will be doing different things, so we've got to keep an eye out on what those actions are. We can build a tower level. Building a tower level, this is one of the things that I am not as familiar with, so bear with me. We are going to be referring to the rules a fair bit on this because this is the first time Dom and I have played it, and it is a fairly heavier game than what we usually do. But we like our heavier games, to be fair, don't we?
It's certainly going to be an interesting challenge.
It is going to be that. So, forgive me, my friends. Building a tower level. So they score additional victory points at the end of the game based on the height of the tower and the matching colour dice in the seats of power. So when we place a die and we complete a district in the square here, that will be that'll become a seat of power. So it will multiply by the tower level of each of these little pips here, and by the pip value that is shown on the die. So obviously the higher the die, the more points we are going to get for it, and the more we can build up those towers. Building the tower means that we have to pay gold, which is one of the 4 resources. It's the wild resource, that is equal to the tower level that it is currently at. So at the moment, all of our towers would cost 1 gold in order to build up. If we wanted to build to a 3rd level, it will cost us 2. and so on. It will get to... does it have a maximum height? I don't think it does. I don't believe it does.
I believe running out of counters one of them triggers the end game.
Yes, that is one of the end game triggers, but we'll come to that.
There is a limit on the number of things you can available to stack in your tower.
Yes, that is true. So actually, that's probably a good point, because over here we have got... we take the tower from here. There is a limit to how many are set up, as Dom says. So blue can only go 2 high, but we can only build 2 between the two of us. Whereas red and yellow have got 4, purple has got 3, and orange has 5. So that will cause a little bit of contention, I guess. So if we want to expand our workforce with more what are called freemen, which are effectively these little tiles here, which in the physical game will hold your dice. In this, they will just act as dice placement modules, I guess, little serving trays. You can spend a food cost to gain an additional one. So in this one, it will cost me 2 food in order to gain an additional worker. So gaining extra workers is always useful because it will give you more actions, it will give you more dice to utilise. We start with 2 population bases, and we will gain more as we go along. But if we get all 6 of our people out, we will gain an additional 10 points immediately. And I'm judging by the fact that we have a plus 100 and plus 200 tokens, points are going to get quite high in this game. So this is going to be interesting. Possibly. Depends how good we do. Yes, depends on how good we do. And then we can choose to pass as our final action. We choose not to do anything else in our game. All freemen, which are dice that are based in our little dice holders, are going to go up 1. They're going to go up by 1 value. If they go from a 6, then they become advisors. So when they become 6, they will move down to here and will become an available colour for this guy, who is our Archon. Now the Archon counts as a worker, so we effectively have 3 workers to start the game. But the Archon doesn't count as any number. It basically it counts as a 7. So it counts as a wild number that can go anywhere. But if you were to place a die into... It becomes a 6 and it gets upgraded, then he gains that colour, or they gain their colour. So the more dice that you have, it put into that spot, the more points you're going to get at the end of the game, and the more colours that are available to your Archon. And your Archon will allow you to take one of the actions and the bonus action. Now, one thing that is worth pointing out is if you were to place a die out as part of your actions to visit the mothership or visit an encounter site that is a 6, you get to do both actions that are printed on the board and the bonus action. Otherwise, normally you just do one or the other. The only other thing that I think is worth talking about is that we can gain additional white dice, which are sort of like bonus citizens. They are part of the... I think it's one of the actions. Let's just take that. I think it's one of these action spaces up here. Yes, it's the orange spot. Lets you take an additional die, which is beneficial for us to use at some point. We also can gain superiority tokens. These are these little stacked tokens here. I don't think they have anything on their other side. They do not. But they allow us to take an additional action on our turn. So instead of doing instead of having to wait multiple turns, we can just do an action. We can only play 1 superiority token per turn, though. We cannot do it. You have to basically pass on before we do another action. So at the end of the game, once all players have passed, the current round will come to an end. And when we end the round, we return all speaker dice on the board to the speaker offer. The speaker dice are the white dice, I believe. These are called our speaker dice. Everyone that has done an action will increase its value, unless it is at a 5, in which case we re-roll the die and just place it how it lies. Whoever has proceeded furthest on the military track, which is this track here, receives the bulwark token, which is basically our first player marker, and they're going to be the first player for the round ahead. Then we move our workers back to effectively the gate, the superiority point that they have most recently passed. So they will move back at various points. Let's see. The only other thing is that if whoever is at the bottom of a track is considered to be the furthest along. So in case of any events where you may have to, a tie is in place. Currently, I would be considered in the lead, even though we're not actually on the tracks, because I am on the bottom. So if we were further around the track here, I would count as being in the lead for those. Then we start by looking at our temple track here. Whoever is furthest up the temple tracks on each of them gets this gets the Zodiac card, which basically gives a special power for the round. So in the Aries, every time you attack, you gain 1 victory point for each of your red citizen, freeman, and seat of power dice. So every red die that you have counts as an extra victory point whenever you attack, which is one of the actions. We'll sort of explain that as we go. Virgo, every time you purchase a new building, you may place it over a farm's location in your city. If you do, you do not pay any wisdom or stone, which is quite useful. And Leo, every time you close a district, you add 2 to its seat of power dice, up to a maximum of 6. That's real good. That's potentially quite powerful. And then we check for game-ending conditions. So the game will end if one or more of the following conditions has been met. Firstly, if one player has moved, or one or more player has moved all of their tracks to the top of the Zodiac track. So if they've gotten to 70 on each one, then that will trigger the end game. If there is no more gold above the district cards, which I haven't really talked about yet, but I will also mention that in a little bit. If there are 3 or fewer colours left available, so as Don was saying earlier, as we get through these tower levels, if there's only 3 colours left available, then the game will trigger towards its end. And if there are no available citizen dice available in a colour that needs to be added to the citizen offer. So effectively, each round we're going to add an additional die of each colour into this row here to the citizen offer, which we can draft at various points by paying wisdom, which is another one of our resources, to get that die. I think that's pretty much everything. The only thing I haven't talked about is the cards down here. I'm just going to zoom in on for a second, save that camera spot. So this is when we close a district, we will mark, and we basically put a die into it. We will score additional points if we have this. We have these effective configurations put in. So if we have 3 blues in this shape, regardless of how it's orientated, we will score some additional points for it, which are stated on the card, and gain a gold, I believe. You have to have 3 buildings to match it. Depiction. The depicted empty building may be represented by anything, including your starting tile. When you match 1 or more districts on display, immediately select one of those matching cards and receive the victory points on it. It does not matter how many times other players have matched the district card. If there is gold above it, take all of it and add it to your resources. Throughout the game, you can match a district card's pattern multiple times. The first time you do so, receive the higher number of victory points printed on the card, and each subsequent time get the lower number. I think that's everything. We'll sort of pick things up as we go along, I think.
Yes.
So yeah. So there are 5 basic resources, 4 resources that we're going to have in this game. As I say, gold is one of them. Food, wisdom, and stone. Gold is a wild resource, can be used for anything, except for when you're recruiting additional citizens, I think. I think gold has a restriction on one thing. I feel like there was something that restricts gold. Do not remember. I'm sure we'll find it at some point.
Can't see anything about it in the royal population section.
No. I may be wrong then. Maybe misremembering something. Alright, let's just play, I guess. So I have the bulwark token that was randomly assigned, but we can roll a die and see who goes first, if you like.
If you like.
Alright, I'm going to take.
Traditional method.
I will take this purple die as it is on the table and roll a 5.
Can I beat a 5? No, I cannot.
Okay, cool. So I shall maintain the starting token. Oops. Come on, Tiptopia. There we go. Right. Roll all dice. Okay, we have 2 6s, so we need to re-roll those. Still a 6. There we go. Okay. So it's a bit of an interesting one because obviously it's good to have dice that are high values because you get to use them sort of straight away, and they'll level up into powers for your Archon. But then it leaves you without dice, so you then need to draw things on. So I think to try and mitigate that a little bit, I'm going to let's have a look at what the different actions can do. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to get more dice. So I think I'm going to take this red 3. Okay, and then you get to take 2.
Okay. I'll have the orange 2. And a gold 2, because why not?
Mm-hmm. I will take the. I'll take the yellow 5, I think. I'm going to try something. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm the first player, so I get to take the first move. So I'm going to take my red die and place it here, which allows me to take one of these 2 actions. So I can either spend a stone to advance up a temple track, I believe that is, or I could gain 3 wisdom. And because I have I place a red die, I also get to do this bonus action tile down here. I think I'm going to start off by gaining 3 wisdom. Oops, that is 4.
Do you have the wisdom to know the difference between 3 and 4?
Apparently not. That's intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Stay. Then I think I will spend a wisdom to advance up the war track.
Okay.
So I go up here and I get a whoops. Sorry, folks. I get a superiority token.
I see where you're going with this.
Do you? I don't. Oops. Aha! So that becomes a 2 now, and that ends my turn.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think I will go down over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to gain myself a stone, a food, and a wisdom.
Yep.
And because my die matches, I can then have one of any resource.
Yes.
Any basic resource.
Correct.
Gold. So I'll have more food.
More food. Now, it's worth pointing out that the encounter sites are limitless, so you can place as many people there as you wish. Have you finished your turn?
Once I figured out.
I think if you Q and E will rotate it. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I guess it gets to rotate to the right spots.
Yes. Okay, I am going to go here with my yellow 5. And I will also gain a stone, a wisdom, and a food. Stone. Food. And wisdom. I'll just make a stack of wisdom in a second. And then I can gain any one basic resource. I will gain a stone. There we go. Okay. So stone is important because stone is used for building different buildings, effectively. So each building has got their own stone cost, which between 1 and 3. They will also potentially have a wisdom cost depending on where they are in the row. Excuse me. Okay, that's my turn.
Ah, yes. I forgot about that wisdom cost. I did read it and then forgot about it.
It's why I brought it up now, because I thought that there might be some building happening in the not too distant future.
Okay. Well, I think I can still do something worthwhile. And you start off with 1 wisdom anyway.
That does start off with 1 wisdom.
No, you start off with 1 wisdom in your starting resources.
Oh, do you? Oh, yes, so you do. I forgot. I completely missed that I had the starting resources over to the side here. Good, good. I am a pro gamer, guys. Pro gamer.
So let's see. What can I do with my available wisdom if I decide to build?
Are you wisdomful, though? That is the question.
Yeah, you know what? I may as well build something.
Mm.
So I'm going to go here and I'm going to build myself a mint.
A mint?
So that costs 1 stone.
Are you able? I thought you could only take from this row. I think this is just showing you what's coming up next.
Oh, I may have misplaced that then. I'll just double check.
Or you can choose to flip it over and build a farm which doesn't cost any wisdom or food. Sorry, wisdom or stone. Yeah, the building market is just the buildings on the right hand side.
Okay. So I can either build an outpost, a statue, or an artist's parlour. You know what? I'll throw in an extra wisdom, and I shall build a statue.
Okay.
My wisdom for this.
All right, and I believe as you take it, you get to advance 1 step up a chosen temple track.
do I thought that was a thing you could do when closing a district.
I believe you can do it when you place it as well. I'll check. Purchase building, take the building tile without rotating it, add it to your city, see adding building to your city, slide all the tiles up. When you add a building to the city, you must immediately add it to your city. You have 2 tiles, the Agora and the Palace.
Oh, yes, I may optionally resolve its building ability.
There you go.
Oh, nice, so I get to go up a track.
And these all slide up. Now, because Dom has removed a blue building, that now comes out from the stack and goes into the spot here. Each of these stacks have got building colours. They're all the same. So as we will go through the game, we'll just sort of replace them as they go. So we've always got an option of one of each colour available to us, which I think is pretty neat.
I will go up the Leo track.
I am not surprised. So you claim the Leo card now.
I have power of the Zodiac.
That definitely is a line. It does not look like a stick drawing of a horse.
I was going for mangled coat hanger.
I mean, it is that as well. It's definitely a coat hanger that someone has punched. It's a wire coat hanger that someone's just done to. Okay then.
Still better than Ares.
That's true. Ares is just a stick. Alright, I'm going to use my Archon. And my Archon is going to poodle on over to be orange. And I am going to undertake the build action. And I will pay 1 stone to build this outpost. So, paying a stone. I feel like I'm going to need to just set a stack of resources down here for me to use, because it's going to be tricky bouncing around. Anyway, alright, I'm going to place it over here, my outpost. And the outpost ability is I can move 1 space on the military track, or I can perform an attack. So the military track is quite useful for moving around, but doing an attack, I will remind myself exactly what an attack does. I believe it gets you some extra points. Eat, crit, and survive. We always prepare to play games. Making an attack. Whenever you make an attack, follow the steps. Receive the bonus printed on the space next to where your military disc is situated, which at the moment is nothing. Receive a victory point for each military strength disc that is low on the military track, and 1 victory point for each boundary I have crossed, which is, I would get 2 points currently. But to be honest, that isn't really worth doing at the moment, so I'm just going to advance myself 1 space. Actually, no, having said that, it's worth getting, I might as well get 2 points. Because I'm probably going to be coming to the end of the round and I would end up moving myself backwards as a result, so it's kind of not worth doing just yet. It is your turn. So, in fact, actually, no. I'm going to spend my superiority token. Because I want to do, no, I won't. No, I won't. That seems daft. It is your turn, Dom.
Okay. So the Archon doesn't have a colour at the moment, so it's not going to trigger any bonuses.
Correct, but it does count as an additional worker, which is useful.
So just taking.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You did not do the bonus action that was available to you when you placed your orange die last turn.
Isn't that gaining a die?
It gains a white die.
Oh, okay.
Which are speakers, which do not need to have a base, I believe.
Ah, I may have accidentally done something intelligent.
That was your choice of words. I do not agree with the sentiment. I don't believe it was accidental.
Yeah, if there are any speakers available in the speaker offer, take one.
Yeah.
Don't on the population basis.
There you go. So you may take a 2 or a 3. And they are colourless like the Archon, so they can be placed out anywhere.
I don't see why.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. This should have gone up by 2 as well.
Okay.
As
Well,
should
can I
this one.
just place the speakers with my arc on it if I so wish.
Yeah.
Well, obviously not in the same turn, but
No.
ultimately,
Well, you could if you had a superiority token.
yeah. But that would require me to go down the military route and start beating people up. Not generally how I like to play these civilized games.
That's true. It is a civilization building game. Let's be fair.
Yes. Oh, speaking of building things, should we have done something with those buildings?
Oh yes, you're right. We should have replenished a red building. So we've now added an armory, which allows you to move 2 spaces on the military track. Ooh. Potentially very good. The military track does become quite lucrative as you go around it. There are a lot of goods that you can gain. So, something to look at in the future. What are you doing with your turn now that your options are available to you?
Yeah, okay. I think I could do with getting some more stone. So let's just send my speaker off there. Grab myself 3 stone.
Mm-hmm.
And remember to twiddle the dial. There we go.
Alrighty. I am going to expand my population. I have 2 wheat, so I'm going to spend that wheat.
Can you just do that?
I believe so. It is one of the actions. Yep, grow population.
Ah, yes, you're right.
So I can just do that, and now I have it.
Yep, I was misreading it.
Huzzah! Alright, that is the end of my turn.
And then you get some new dice somehow.
You get a new die by
Blue.
the blue action, yes. Which I'm not able to do this turn.
Okay. Right.
But I always think getting more workers in a game like this is generally a good idea.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. Okay. So. I had this figured out today. That was it. Okay, so I'm going to go and send my dude over to the orange space to build a building, and I'm going to go for the quarry, so I have to spend 1 wisdom.
Okay.
And 2 stone. But then when I place the quarry, I get 1 stone plus 1 stone for each adjacent space.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to gain 4 back, so a net gain of 2 stone.
Damn, that's good. So yeah, when you place them down, you have to place them into one of the orthogonal spaces around your hexagonal spots, which is what gives you that nice little nook for dice at the end.
Yeah. So I am nicely stoned at the minute.
Very good. And then we are going to add a new yellow tile, which is the mint.
So yeah, that's the end of my turn. Do you have an action you want to do?
Let's see what my action options are. I could visit a campsite. No. I could close a district. No. I could build a tower level. Which costs me gold, isn't it? I could not build a tower level because I do not have gold. Gold! Always believe it. That's it. No, I am going to pass.
Okay. I am going to lower my population.
Mm-hmm.
So for this first one, I just need 2 food. So I can spend that.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick... Just whilst you're doing your thing, I'm just going to...
All this space belongs to me.
Very nice. I'm just going to do a quick split of the resources down here, and
Yeah, makes sense.
just so we have them.
A stockpile near each play area.
Yeah. We'll fix that in a second. Whoops, forgot to let go of the stone before I moved it. I have one.
A bunch of things.
I had 1 stone remaining, so I'm just going to put my stockpile next to my pass card because otherwise I'm going to be giving myself resources by mistake. Have you taken gold and paper? Sorry, wisdom.
Yes, I have.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take 15 wisdom tokens. I can take all of this shiny stuff. Let's go. I had no food left. Apologies for what appears to be incompetence on our part, viewers. Dom, did you have any additional actions that you wish to take this turn?
Now I do have a gold, so I could build a tower level if I wanted to.
Oh yes, I did have... Yeah, oh you idiot. No. That's me now realising I could have built a tower level because I had 1 gold and I thought it was 2 per level. It isn't, it's 1.
It's 1 per level to start with, and then
Yes, then it increases, yeah.
2 for the second level. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's my mistake. I will live with it.
Yeah. You know what? Why not? Let's
Should
buy myself.
I should have had 2 stone.
Tower level.
Nice. So I have 2 stone, 2 gold, and 4 wisdom, but no food.
Yeah. I am now done for the turn and for the round, I suspect.
Okay.
And I have 6 stone and 1 food remaining.
Very nice. So we now recall all our dice and our workers. Every worker that has been sent out goes up 1 level. So that's just going to be a flip up to a 4. Whoops. Including our white speaker die goes back to the general supply.
Yeah.
And becomes a 3. And now my yellow dice becomes a 6, which is super useful. We don't have any additional dice that we need to add to the supply here because we did not buy anything. And my military is already at the back, and I have the furthest along the military, so I will continue as the starting player, which is nice to be able to do so. Okay. Alright, I am going to take my Archon, and I'm going to go to the blue zone, and I'm going to use it to get a die. I'm going to choose to take a blue 2 for 2 wisdom. That's my turn.
Interesting.
You're right, that is interesting and possibly stupid. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I'm sure I have a plan, I just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. I'm likewise trying to work out what I'm doing.
Oops.
Okay, let's see.
That's not a stacker, it makes it a little easier for me to see them. There's my wisdom. God, and there's my stone.
Okay. I'm gonna send out my Archon, just pop it down there and get myself some free wisdom.
Very nice.
So take the mothership.
Yes, I forgot to do that as well. Oops. Okay.
I don't think that was up quite enough to go to a 6, was it?
Oh no, you're right. I've rotated that the wrong way. There you go. So now, because my yellow die is at a 6, I can put it here, and I get to do both of the actions that are available at the top here. So I can either, well, so now instead of getting either of these options, I can now do both of them. So I gain one of every resource, every basic resource, I should say, which is a stone, a wheat, and a wisdom. And the second action there, which we haven't looked at yet, is probably fairly self-explanatory, but we haven't come across it yet, so I might as well double check exactly what it does. Pay food to increase a freeman's value. The freemen are the dice out here, or move on the military track. That number of spaces. So I could pay 1 food to increase either a die by 1, or I could increase. I could move myself further on the military track. The question is, can I get myself 2 steps along the military track this turn? I don't think the answer to that question is yes.
You get 2 steps.
I can get 2 steps, potentially. That is true, I could do that. I'd go 2 steps and then I could pay a wisdom here to advance there as well. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm going to spend a food and a gold. Dom has convinced me of this, so if I lose, it's his fault. Which is the nature of a 2-player game. I do understand that concept. So there goes my food, there goes my gold. I'm going to stop putting them into stacks because it's kind of not working that well. And I get to go 2 spaces, boop boop, up to here. And that bumps up another notch. That is it.
Yeah.
Your turn. Oh, sorry. And because I place a yellow die, I also get to do the get a basic resource. Which actually, now that I think about it, I could have done that I can do those actions in any order, can't I?
When you've got the 6th thing, I think.
So I could have done the bonus action always comes second, I think. Always comes after everything else, I believe. When you place bonus, does the time you may also perform its bonus action.
Yeah, you may resolve the bonus action before, after, or between the two main actions.
Ooh. So I could have gained an additional additional food and bounce myself. I will do that then. Because that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? And I get another superiority token. That is my turn.
Okay. So Luke's setting up for some blitz of stuff. What am I doing?
I just like being able to go first.
Fair enough, I can see it being useful. Okay, I'll just remind myself what I do. Yeah, that's too useful.
Sorry, just realised we should have done something here. Should slip these dice along and added a new blue dice. Just a 5.
5, okay.
I don't think that changes your plans, but
no, for the fairly simple reason that I don't have a plan. Okay. Let's try going down this route, maybe. Is that a good plan? It's
certainly a plan.
It's some kind of plan. I'm afraid I'm just a bit of analysis paralysis. Okay. Let's be sensible about this. I will send my yellow guy over here.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 2 wisdom and
Which action are you taking? Sorry. Oh, you're getting a new die.
I'm getting a new die, and I'm just debating between the yellow 4
or the purple 5.
Purple 5.
I feel like having diversity in die options is better.
Yeah, plus a 5 is better than a 4, so I'll take the 5.
It is that. I will re-roll this. Purple 3.
Okay, so I don't get
It's
bonus action because I didn't match. So.
Correct. It's interesting that you don't reorder these dice based on their values. Oh, and this goes up by 1.
Ah, yes. Thank you for the reminder.
That's okay. I've done it. That's all right. That has ruined my plan. So thank you for that. No bonus. All right. In which case, then I will take this guy. I will go here to the purple spot, and I will advance 1 on the military track and do an attack. So I gain a wisdom and 3 victory points. Because I gain 1 for every opponent that is behind me, of which that is Dom, and then I gain 1 point for each superiority token I have passed, so 3 points to me. high-scoring game here. That's it. Because it is no match, I am done.
Okay.
I realised I should have done things in a different order, but it doesn't matter. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna. No, I won't. I won't do that. Carry on.
Okay.
I'm not giving myself retcons because we are learning the game. Might as well make mistakes.
Yep. Okay. Right. So let's send. This orange guy off over here to gain 3 food and a speaker.
Very nice.
Now, shall I take the 3 or the 3? I think I'll take the 3.
Really? Are you sure? You don't want the 3?
I mean, it's tempting, but you'll just use the better choice point. Okay, you'll go.
Oh, for some reason your worker has ended up floating on the purples. Odd. Okay, I will take my...
I can just get a thing where your internet should be unstable, and it's just lagging a bit.
Oh, okay. I will go here to the red space. Increase that by 1, so I now have 4 there, which is handy. By the way, when these get to a 6, if a 6 is placed on them, they do wrap around, so that is worth knowing. So I can choose to do some things. So I'm going to pay a stone, and I'm going to do a wisdom for the bonus effect. So I'll do that in a second. But pay a stone. So the stone lets me move up 2 spaces on a track, on a zodiac track. So I'm going to go up 2 spaces on Leo, not Leo, Aries. So let me take the card. And then Aries allows me, every time I attack, I gain a victory point for each of my red dice that are in my seat power or that are my freeman. So I will spend a wisdom. I could move up. I don't think I can move up any further. Ooh, you've just gone offline apparently.
Yeah, I've got a bad connection, reconnecting message.
Oh, okay. Oh, your hand's moving around, so that's okay. I will attack you again. I will get the wisdom back that I had just lost. Because there's wisdom in war, apparently. And then I will gain another 3 victory points. Plus, I will gain an additional 1 because I have a red die. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is nice. I am worried about when you will fill your district and start adding your dice into them, because you're going to get some really good points out of that, potentially. That is the end of my turn, sir.
Okay. Yes. Oh, hang on. My save ends up back in the road for some weird thing. I took a 3, didn't I?
You did take a 3.
Can you see it?
I can see it. I will put it across here for you.
Weird.
Put it into your display. That's odd. Good lord, you have a lot of resources.
Up above my board of the.
I know the board is your general supplier. I was talking about the ones below your board, which is a lot. feel like you're playing this game better than I am, even though I have more points. I'm certainly playing it more aggressively, I think. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily doing it better.
Yeah. I may just be getting a bunch and then not doing anything very fun.
Right, it is your turn.
It is my go, yeah. Okay. I am. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay.
How's your internet doing? Does it sound like it's struggling?
Okay, I think it is saying that it's struggling for the minute. Okay, just go for doing stuff. Seems like a useful plan. No. Yeah.
You are sounding very robotic to me at the moment. And you've gone offline again.
Bad connection, reconnecting again.
Okay.
My internet seems to be being dodgy. Apologies for this.
That's okay. It happens.
Playing up.
It happens.
Right.
It's not a problem.
So yes, I was put the purple die in there.
Where were you putting the purple die? Sorry, it got dropped on the towers from my perspective. There you go.
Okay, from my perspective, it's on the thing for the purple ship.
There you go. It's just jumped across. It's just caught up with itself. Cool. So, purple things.
Now, do I play the war game? No. I'm bloody, so I may as well continue.
Yeah, might as well build.
I'm going to gain 3 stone.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the stone. And then, yeah, I'm going to activate the possibility to pay food, purchase the building, will cost as normal.
Yep.
And
which building are you taking?
I'm going to be taking obelisk, so I'll be spending 2 wisdom and 1 stone.
Yep.
Take the obelisk.
And did you pay your food cost as well?
Yes, I did. I paid the 1 food for
Beautiful.
activating the ability. So, hello?
Hello, I'm still here.
You said something about food costs?
Yes, I said, have you... I was just checking you had paid your food cost for the purple ability here.
Yeah, the 1 food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so having played my obelisk, I'm going to gain 1, 2, 4 points for having 2, 3, or more obelisks in the city. So I'm going to gain a mighty victory point.
Woohoo! It is something. It's better than nothing.
Hit this chip, and then it's your go.
Yes. So we now have a statue, which is you advance 1 step up a chosen temple track, which is interesting. Forest temple. Ooh, that's super nice. Let's see. What do I want to do with what I have? What I have isn't a lot. But what I do have is a lot of flexibility for the future. I think I'm going to pass into the void. Yep, your turn, Dom.
I'm going to speak to the orange place.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 3 food.
3 food indeed.
So yeah, you've passed, so I basically just carry on going, don't I?
Yes, you also gain an additional white die because you placed an orange die at the orange spot.
No, speaker die.
Oh, you placed the
I
speaker.
used my speaker die. Yeah.
Oh, it has not
I
moved.
had speaker die before.
It has not moved.
From my perspective, yay, Tabletopia!
Yay, Tabletopia! Hold on, let me come out and go back in again because it might just be that it's.
I think it's probably in my end because I keep getting these bad connection messages.
Okay. Do you want to turn your camera off and see if that helps stabilize things, maybe? Not that I want you to go away, but I know that has had some help in the past. I'm just going to put your blue meeple.
We shall see.
Yes, I'm just going to put your blue meeple just filling the space where your name would be.
So yeah. Is that in the orange on the ship space for?
Let's see. I am just coming back in.
That's not helped. Bad connection. Reconnect.
Ah. I have to say, my first impressions on this game is I like it. I like it. I think this is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like the enjoying it more if I'm worried about dodgy internet.
Yeah, I think that is an issue we do have with digital games, but I'm enjoying it. Alright, your die has now moved into the right spot, which is reassuring.
Okay.
It is still your turn.
There, and I gained some. Yes, I will now spend 4 of my food. Gain another.
Ooh, very nice.
Now.
Nope. Gone offline again.
Nah. What's causing this?
As much as I hate to stop a game midway through, do you want to? If this is causing some issues on your computer, do we want to try doing something else, or do we want to call it a night and potentially pick this up another time? I have no idea if you heard me or not.
Oh, I did say sorry.
That's okay.
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Right, I think I found something running in the background that I've now closed. So let's try carrying on for a little bit and see how it goes.
Okay.
Hopefully my connection will be a bit more stable.
Yes.
Right.
So you were moving 4 food to gain a new base.
Yep, which I have done from my perspective.
Okay. How many food should you have? 2.
2 food remaining.
Okay, you have 4 as far as I can see them, so I'm going to just move those up to here. There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, it's still your turn.
Yeah.
That does sound a lot better.
Yes. Now, I could close the district. The question is whether there's any benefit to doing so.
Well,
because it effectively loses me a die.
It does lose you a die, but you get to advance a step on the temple track and gain a victory point. And you would get a stone, food, or wisdom from the Agora.
Yeah, plus something else.
Plus something else from your die, which actually... So it would be your end game points, because you'll be placing a blue die, presumably. It would become a 4 instead of a 2, which would get you at least 4 points at the end of the game.
No, I need to select a freeman in my player area. It can't be one that's
I was double checking that in the background, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I can't do that this turn. Okay, so I've got a base. I've used all my dudes. So yeah, I think I'm done. So I will pass also.
Alrighty. So we have the reset stuff that we need to do, which at the end of the round is end of the round. There we go. Alright. We have no risks of any tracks, any endgame conditions being met. So we will take back our workers.
My purple one becomes a 6.
My yellow becomes a 7, effectively. Or rather, it becomes elevated. So it is now... becomes what is known as... What's the word for it? It becomes an advisor. Yes, an advisor. So my Archon is now a yellow die. Don't forget your Archon, speaking of. There you go.
Yeah.
So my Archon is now a yellow. It ignores numbers still, so if it was a 6, it doesn't count as getting both things on the yellow, but it does mean that I will get the bonus action when I place it there, which is super useful. Okay, and my dice, my red becomes a 5, my blue becomes a 3, which is nice. Alright, next round. I will move myself here. I will take the... blue action. I will take an additional die. I think I have plenty of wisdom. Whether I actually do or not is a wholly different matter. So I think I will I'll pay 2 to get this blue 5. Do I think that will help? I have no idea. But it's useful. So we get a new blue into the machine, effectively. Need to roll it, that's why. On a 6. Now I believe 6s have to be re-rolled when they're put into the machine. It goes in as 2. This goes up by 1. And I can spend a stone to go up one of the Zodiac tracks. I will go for... I will continue up the Aries track, I think. It might be beneficial to just get some more points. You see, the points that you get on this track increase quite dramatically as you go up the track. So, kind of focusing on 1 to start with. Although, it is worth pointing out that you do only score the points for your 2 lowest at the end of the game. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to change my mind on that one. I am going to go up the... I'm going to go up Virgo. So this time I've got a foot in 2 counts, and I get the other ability. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. send my orange score
Mm-hmm.
over here, and yeah, I will gain 3 food, and I'll take the 4 value speaker die
Mm-hmm.
and rotate the ship. Your go.
Yes, I will take my red die and go here. And I think I am going to build.
Ooh, okay.
Do I want to build? No, I'm not sure I do. No. No, I think I've chosen poorly. Hold on. Abort. Abort the cunning plan. Yes, I think this is what I want to do. I will play my Archon here, and it counts as a yellow, so I will get 1 of every resource, and then another, well, every basic resource, and then I get another basic resource of my choice. So I will choose to take 2 stone, and gain a food, and a wisdom. There you go, that's my 10. And then this goes up to a 5. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Yes, that was it. I'm going to send my speaker over to the blue space
Uh-huh.
to gain a die.
Die.
And I'm going to spend
Oops.
1 wisdom to take the red 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And shuffle the dice along.
Let me add a red die.
Twiddle the ship.
I already twiddled it, sorry.
Okay.
You're a red 5 going into the available
Red 5
market.
standing by.
Mm-hmm.
Your go.
Yes. Top tier Futurama reference.
Star Wars reference, but I wouldn't expect you to get that.
No, it is in Futurama. It is in one of the Futurama episodes. I do
Probably
remember.
referencing Star Wars.
Probably, yes. I think it is used when there was an invasion that was using something that looked suspiciously like a Death Star, but wasn't a Death Star. It wasn't a Death Star. It definitely wasn't a Death Star. Okay, I am going to take my blue 5 over to the orange spot, and I am going to build. I'm going to spend 3 stone and 2 wisdom to build this armory, which lets me move 2 spaces along the military track, and I'll go boop boop to here. So that cost me 2 wisdom. Oops. And 3 stone bobs. And that is it, I think.
Okay.
We probably could turn your camera back on if you want to see if that has fixed.
Okay.
I'll shrink your meeple back down to its regular size. Close enough. And ta-da! I'm not alone. Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting to happen when I turned it back on. Well, it could have been worse. We could have turned it on. We could have been looking at this. I say worse. It would have been a lot better if we were looking at this.
Yes. Could have been worse if I was attempting to emulate that.
Yes, I think that would have caused us a problem. Game art.
What was I doing? had a vague idea.
As long as it was a vague idea, not a
Yes.
certain one.
Yeah, no, but I'm sending my yellow dude over here to gain 3 wisdom.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to take my red die and go here. I will gain 3 wisdom, but I will only take 2 because I'm about to spend 1 to advance up the military track. And go here.
Yes.
Myself another superiority token. Alright, that is me done.
Okay. I will send my purple guy over here. Do I really need more stone? No. So I may as well do the military thing, I suspect. Just need to check.
Oh yes, we forgot to refill this, didn't we, from when I rebuilt.
Okay, so
Outpost.
move on the military track and make an attack, I believe.
And make an attack.
Oh, I think that's the ability on the purple second one, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I move up, which means I get a superiority token.
That's mine. They're here.
Ah, yes, in the Colosseum. Okay, so when I make an attack, receive the bonus, which is nothing.
And 1 victory
One
point.
victory point for each military strength that's lower, and 1 for each bound that's crossed. So yeah, I get 1 victory point. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Summon.
But also, I get to spend a food to build. So yeah, spend the food. Spend 3 of my stones, and I am going to build the artist's parlor.
Ooh. Oh, very nice.
So that gains me 3 victory points for each colour among my freemen.
Oh, damn.
Which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So
12 victory
12
points.
points.
Very nice. And that, kids, is what we call a problem.
Your go.
Yes. I do not have any dice, so I believe I must pass once again.
Okay. That's what that means. Is that actually worth doing? No. So the problem I have is that my remaining die has only value of 1.
Yeah.
So I can't use activate any things. I do still have my arc on though, so I can still do a thing.
That is true. You could still do a thing, and you could position it so that your red die is usable next round.
Yeah.
Because it will only increase if it's used, I believe.
Yes. You know what? I seem to be trying to just expand my workforce. So I shall go there and gain 3 more foods.
Okay.
You've passed, haven't you?
I have, so carry on.
So yeah, I can then spend 6 food to open up another base.
Mm-hmm.
I could close a district, but that's suboptimal, as I'd be putting a red die in a thing that doesn't have any red buildings.
No, you would only be gaining the ability from the Agora.
Yeah. Don't have any gold to build a tower, so I will pass as well.
Okay. Alright. None of the scoring conditions or the end game conditions have been met. So we take back our workforce.
Yes, my purple one now becomes an advisor.
My red and my blue are now both 6s. The white die becomes a 5, which means next round it will be re-rolled. And my other blue is a 4 now. I am still ahead on the military track, so I still go first. And none of the Zodiacs switch places, because they do that as well during the end game. If someone has taken over the race. I'm going to put my blue spot here, turning that into making that a 6. I am playing a blue 6 here, so I get to do both things. But unfortunately, actually, no, suboptimal, bad me, no, stop it. Ugh, you're awful. I will play things. I know what I'm going to do. Yes, this is why I was going to do the thing. I am going to complete a district.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to take my red 6, I'm going to place it in the centre of these two things. So it's going to be worth 6 points at the end of the game, which is nice. So it sits there. And I get to activate the Agora, which means I get a stone, food, or wisdom. I activate the outpost, which lets me move 1 space on the military track or perform an attack, and I have the armory, which lets me move 2 spaces on the military track and or perform an attack. I didn't realise I could do both. So I will use both of them to advance up the military track. So outpost lets me move 1. The armory lets me move up 2, so I go boop boop, get myself another token, and then I can attack you, which will score me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points and gain me 2 food. And I will take a 3rd food as my Agora bonus. So I'll have 3 food and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points. Woohoo! Then I'm going to play a superiority token for the first time. I don't know if they're a finite resource or not, but I'm going to put it back in the stack here. I'm going to take my blue 5 and I'll place it here. So I get a gold, a resource of my choosing, which I will make stone. Then I can gain a die, which I'm seeing you have a lot of fun with orange, so I'm going to take this orange one. It may be suboptimal, but it's still worth doing a thing. I'll reroll this orange. That's a flip. It sank into the table for some reason. That's become a 5. That would have been really useful to have about 30 seconds ago. Oh, well, never mind. So I've gained that. I've gained a gold, gained a food, and now I'm going to pay the stone I just gathered to advance up a temple track. So I will go up. I'll go up Leo, because then at least I've got something on the board there. I do not gain the thing off of Dom, I don't think, or do I? I go to the track. I feel like that was a thing. You do actually gain the thing. This video check. And gain that Zodiac cards, gain the card for it. So I do gain the Leo card for now.
Do you?
Apparently so. You advance up the Zodiac track. Oh no, sorry. No. That is only if you move up 2 steps. That's only if you take the red bonus action here.
Yeah.
Or the red action
also,
there.
Also, in the end of round thing,
Yes.
it says if you're tied, the player on the bottom of the stack gets the card.
Correct, yes. So you were always going to get it back. But never mind. That is that done. So it is now your turn. I played 1 superiority token. I cannot play another. So I'm going to readjust my cushion.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cold.
So yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Which do I want to do? Probably that one. So I'm going to send the orange 5 over to the red space to gain 3 wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get any bonuses off that. So
No, but it does become a
that's my
6.
turn.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to rotate this. This should now be at a 6. Alright, I'm going to take my Archon and I'm going to place it in yellow, which will allow me to get 1 of every basic resource. So that, a stone, and a food. And then I can gain 1 extra other resource. I will take another stone. Okay, that's me done. I feel like this is the sort of game that when you first start playing it, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, and then it suddenly clicks.
Maybe. Okay. Right. I am going to send my I'm going to send my Archon off to blue.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2 wisdom, and I'm going to acquire the blue 2 die.
Okay. I'll get the new blue die. Oh, okay.
It's a 4.
Is a 4. Okay. Anything else? Or are you...
So this ticks round to a 1 again, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Which is super useful because I couldn't use this orange die, so I'm going to put it here now. At least it'll get a bump up. So I can either acquire... Oh, no, actually, no. Hold on. No, sorry. Order of operations again. Back you come. I'm going to expand my population by spending 4 food. Boop. To get a new base. Then I will spend my next superiority token to do the orange worker here and gain a new die. I shall pay
Didn't
2.
you say you couldn't spend another superiority die this turn?
You can't spend it in the turn, but you can in the round. Yes.
It's different.
Yeah. I will take 2 wisdom. Take 2 wisdom. Bop it over there. And I will take this red 5 and place it here. Huzzah! And this becomes... Oops. A 2. Alright, that's me done.
Okay, well. I'm going to send my blue 2 over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend no wisdom to acquire the yellow die.
Just realised I should have put another red die into the thing, but I don't think that would have changed what you're planning to do anyway.
No. And I can also spend a stone to put 1 space on a temple track. So I shall do that. I'm going to keep going up to Leo.
Okay. So we have a red 3 and a yellow 1 now in our midst.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else?
That's both the abilities for that one, so it's your turn again.
Okay. Let's see. Sure. I will go here and I will build. I'll pay a wisdom and a stone to build the mint, which gets me a gold.
Nice.
Which is not a bad trade-off.
And I should add a granary to the end of the track.
Thank you muchly. granary do? Gain a food, +1 food for each farm. That is yeah, I did mention this about farms. You can choose to take a farm, which is just one of these tiles face down and placed anywhere in there. It has no colour, but it has also no cost. It just means you are toiling the land instead of building anything. So it's useful for things like this granary. But also potentially beneficial if you have the Virgo card, because you can build over a farm if you so wish.
Okay, well, I'm going to send my yellow 5 off to the orange.
Yes, it was on a 4. No, hang on. No, I didn't rotate it.
Oh, okay.
So that should be a 6. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, that's a bit of a bugger.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot to rotate it. Sorry, I just have an encroaching person. Hello.
Hi.
Laura has arrived.
Hello.
Hi, dear.
Hello.
You right?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Why are
Thanks.
you hiding your hands? Aren't you showing off the nails?
Do you want to show the lovely folks?
Oh, where?
By that dog up there.
Here.
Ooh.
They're like evil queen nails.
Yeah.
Work. Oh, hold on.
There you go.
There we go.
Focus.
It's like
the
the
kind of
evil
scully
queen
thing.
apple.
Yeah, her poison apple.
Ooh, very
Very Halloweeny.
intimidating.
Oh, you showed art.
I did. Would you mind taking that bent downstairs and hanging it up?
Yeah. Funny how I didn't even notice.
You weren't looking at the wall, you were looking at the flue.
I'll look at the flame.
She okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I can really do that's of any use is I can either gain one of any resource and a gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably not the best bet for me. So let's send that guy over there. And I'll gain a food and a gold and rotate the ship.
Yay!
Here we go.
Okay, I have a 4 in blue, so I might as well use it for something useful. So I'm going to take it over to the purple spot, bump that up 1 space, and then I can choose whether I want to gain 3 stone or I want to attack and move up the military track. I'm going to bounce back down the military track in a second. So it's a question of whether I want to gain a food and something else, or move up, score some points, and is it worth getting some stone? I feel like if I stay where I am, I can get a... No, I'm going to move up. I'll move up and then attack, which means I get the benefits. So I will go here. I'll get a wisdom and a stone, because I get to choose which one I get. Boop. And then I shall gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Nice. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm very glad that the worker placement spots are open. I feel like this game would be a lot less fun if it was closed placement spots.
Okay. Sending off my yellow here again.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, I'll gain a food and a gold.
Very nice.
You'll go.
Yes. I am going to spend a gold to build a tower level. So I feel like we probably need to start doing stuff that will trigger the end game. So I will build up red. So it costs me 1 gold and I go up a red level. So now I will score 12 points for that closed district that I have. Your turn.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. So yeah, I will spend a gold, and I'm going to take one of the blue tower tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I want to spend another gold? Could spend another gold. I think it's worth holding on to for the moment. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. I am going to pass.
I'm going to spend another gold. I'm going to take a yellow tower token this time.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
So I've got two in yellow, 2 in orange, 2 in blue, and 1 in purple and red. So keep them options open.
Oh, you have 2 in orange. Oh, okay. I forgot about that. You did that early on, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think it's worth pointing out for these configuration tiles. I think you can rotate them. I don't think you can flip them.
I believe you can.
Can you?
Let me just check. I think it said about mirroring them.
If it mirrors, then that's fine then.
Yeah, you may rotate and or mirror the pattern on the list.
Oh, there you go then. Ignore everything I say. Yeah, I've passed, so carry on with your day.
I don't think there's anything else for me to do, so it looks like I'm passing as well.
Okay, in which case, everyone comes home. I roll back 1 space on the track. And now I'm going to have some happy
I
photos.
stole one of your dice.
How dare you? I'll have your head.
Oh, yes, you've gone very military.
Yep. So my blue die now becomes my blue 6 now becomes an advisor. I now have an orange 2, a red 6, and a blue 5, and an archon which is both blue and yellow, which is pretty handy, I think. Alrighty. I will. Yeah, it seems dumb not to. I'm going to take my blue 5. I'm going to take it here to the blue spot. Rotate that round first so I don't forget about it. I will... the only dye I don't have is purple. Potentially good. Or I could get that orange 5. I feel like getting the orange 5 is not a bad idea, so I'm going to spend a wisdom to get an orange 5. Let me add a new die into the machine. That's a flip, not a roll. A 3. Oops. And I can do the bonus action, which is stone for a level. I think I will do that slowly. Yes, I think I will. Pay a stone. Stone. and go up 1 on the Virgo track. I am done. Oh, bother. I've just realised I'd forgotten something about my... I'd forgotten about my Aries card. I should have been gaining several points when I did attacks. Oh well, that's my own fault.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I've only attacked twice since I've gotten that card. But I don't remember how many red dice I had at the time. I feel like it was only ever 1. It's fine. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference.
Okay, let's go. With the orange die to here.
Yes.
Rotate the ship, I remember.
Yep.
And I am going to build. I will spend 1 wisdom and 1 stone to build a statue.
Very nice.
Which advances me 1 step on the chosen temple track.
That's interesting. Why is this track flipped over? There we go. Not quite completed this one yet. Still need to...
Yeah, still need to do another thing in there.
Yeah, but still that's pretty good. Whoops. Why is that coming with me?
I don't know. Put it back where put the thing where it came from was of me.
Okay.
Oh yes, and because I played an orange when I get to take a speaker die,
Yes, you do.
so I'll take the 5.
Okay, so the 5 will get re-rolled next time.
Go ahead.
Yes, I shall. Since you have opened the door for me to use orange, which I appreciate, I will go there, and I am going to build. I will spend a... What does this one do? Mage rank or performance act. Okay, I'm going to do this one. I will... spend a stone, a gold, and a wisdom. That's my resources there to get myself this purple building. And then I shall take this white 3, which will be eminently useful, I'm sure. Your turn, sir.
Ooh, the new purple one is interesting.
What does this do?
Fountain of Wisdom. Take a wisdom and set any mothership to 1.
Ooh, that's pretty strong. Interesting.
Could be useful.
Could be super useful. Alright, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, suddenly realising that I don't have a plan for this turn.
Does happen.
Yeah, you know what? That seems like it might be kind of useful. So, I am going to pop my Archon on the purple space. I am going to choose to advance my military and make an attack.
Okay, so you gain a point.
Yep, and I can trade one of any resource for a gold.
Nice.
May as well trade in the wisdom for a gold, just give myself some flexibility.
Yeah, why not?
And yeah, give myself a point.
Nice.
And then because my Archon is purple, thanks to my advisor, I can spend a food to build a building.
Yep.
So I'll spend a food and then a wisdom and a stone to build the outpost.
Ah, very
Then
nice.
I can move one space on the military track or perform an attack. I'm going to move up one space and gain a food. Oh no, do I gain? I don't.
You do not gain the food for advancing up the spike, no.
Yeah, just if I do the attack.
Did you give yourself the point for making the attack?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
But now you have completed this card, which means you will score 7 points.
I believe I have to claim the district. Yeah, I have to close the district.
Oh, you have to close the district first. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, you have a blue die lying around.
Yes.
Which is going to be pointacular. Okay. It is my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we have to advance these
Oh,
up. We have a new red comes out. Okay.
Riding grounds would be more useful in a place with more players. A game with more players.
Yes, it would be. That's okay. I had a strategy. Yes, it was my Archon. Okay. Archon's going to go here, which flips this around to a 1. Boop. I get a stone, food, and a wisdom. And then because I have, because I place my yellow Archon, I can gain another resource of my choosing. Which will be another stone. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. I am going to. Right, so I need to save that for that. Don't use that. Avoid it. Yeah. You know what? Why not? Let's make use of this speaker die to go out to here.
Yep.
To tick up my military past that level.
Nice.
And I get to make an attack.
You do. So you get 2 points this time.
Ooh.
And you get
food.
Yes, and you get food, and you get yourself an additional superiority token.
Yeah. 2 whole points. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Indeed.
You'll go.
Indeed. Alright, I'm going to take my red 6. Red 6 means I can do both of these things, so I'm going to get 3 wisdom, which will be these 3. Then I can pay a stone to go up twice on a zodiac track and claim the card. So I'm going to go up twice here and claim Leo. Yoink. Then I will pay a wisdom to either, because I have a red dice, I can either go up the military track or I can make an attack. It makes more sense for me to make an attack at this point. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, I get 5 points, plus I gain another 2 points because I have the Aries card, which means I get 2 more there. So I get 7 for that. As well as gaining a food and another resource of my choosing. Basic resource, I should say. I will take a food and a stone. That's me done.
Okay. Well. Yeah, why not? That's what that does. Let me just check. Yeah. I will send my red die over here.
Okay.
And I will choose to pay a stone to advance 2 spaces on the temple track and gain the thing.
Okay, taking Leo back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now I could spend a wisdom to do some stuff.
You could do some stuff.
I could either advance my military or I could make an attack. I think I may as well make an attack.
It's one of those that you're not going to get far enough around the military track for it to be worthwhile doing.
Yeah. So
But you may as well
gets
get
me 2 points and a food.
Yeah, it's not bad for a wisdom.
Yeah.
It's a good trade. All right, I'm going to. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think I will then expend one of my superiority tokens
Mm-hmm.
just to avoid any shenanigans from you, and I'm going to close a district.
Yes, excellent.
So I'm going to close this district here.
Very nice.
Because of Leo, I get to add 2 to this die, pushing it up to 5.
Nice.
And I'm going to activate the blue, so I get to advance 1 step on the chosen temple track twice, and I gain a point for an obelisk.
You do.
So I'll give myself a point.
2 steps on a temple track.
No, 1 step on a track twice, so I could choose 2 different ones.
That's
if I
true,
wanted
yes.
to.
Bear in mind you will only score for your 2 lowest.
Yeah. So, yeah. You know what? I'm going to move up a couple on Aries.
Okay, so you do gain. You will gain the Ares card
At the
next
end of
round.
the round.
End of the round, yeah. Okay, are you done?
And I believe I also get to claim a district.
You
thingy.
do, so you get 2 gold as well. And 7 points. Very nice.
2 gold.
So the card will remain, but we will just... Dom has now claimed the gold. I cannot claim that gold anymore, but every time Dom can make that district formation again, I believe you could still use these ones that are in place. You just can't use this space.
Yeah.
But you could score another 6.
2 more down there.
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty cool. Are you finished, sir?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to take my speaker die. I'm going to go to orange. And I am going to build. Now, instead of building a thing and paying cost for it, I'm going to build a farm, which means I build it for free, but I have to flip it face down.
Interesting.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to send my 6 over to here.
Mm-hmm.
All that, and I am going to build a thing again.
Mm-hmm. What are you building?
So I'm going to build the granary. I only have 1 stone, so I need to spend a gold for the stone,
Handy, you just gained some.
and also a gold for a wisdom.
Ah. But you will gain a food.
Yes. So I shall pop that there. And yet I gain 1 food.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's me done.
Alright, I will also take my orange die to here to build. And I can build using the power of Virgo. When I purchase a new building, I can place it over a farm's location in my city. If I do, I do not pay any stone or wisdom, so I can build for free.
Yep.
So I am going to build the Fountain of Wisdom. The Fountain of Wisdom now sits on top of this farm. And that'll end my turn. Oh, except I can do a thing with the Fountain of Wisdom. Fountain of Wisdom means I get a wisdom, and I can set any mothership to 1. Now, I suspect you're probably going to fill the district and claim those points, so it kind of doesn't make that much of a difference. I will set purple to 1. So it's probably easier if I just do this. Okay, I am done.
Yep, as you predicted, I am going to close a district. So I'm going to close the one with the yellows in with my yellow die. It was already a 5, but thanks to my zodiac, it goes up to a 6.
Yep.
So I'm going to just gain 1 food.
And 3 stone?
2 stone. There's only 2 empty spaces next to the quarry.
Isn't it 1 plus 1 each?
Oh yes,
Space?
you're right.
Plus, you have filled in next to the Agora, so you can gain a stone of food and a wisdom, or a wisdom.
Let me take the ones where I don't have a choice, and then I'll figure out the ones where I do have a choice. So I get to gain a stone, a food, or a wisdom.
Mm.
Okay. I don't have any wisdom at the minute, so it seems to make sense to take some wisdom.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm passing. I can't do anything else.
Okay. I think I've run out of stuff I can do as well. So yeah, I shall pass also.
Alrighty, our friends will come home. And my Archon gets a new paint job.
Yes, so does mine. Orange and purple now. And
Mine-
also yellow.
Yeah, mine is now blue. Mine has got all the primary colours, which is nice. This speaker die becomes a 4. The other one gets re-rolled because it's going from a 5. An interesting thing about the speaker dice is that they have no 6 or 1 on them.
Interesting.
I thought so. Alright. It is my turn then. Oh, sorry, no. We have to resolve some things, don't we? Military track. Yep, we're all where we're supposed to be. We don't have to transition any cards around. And we are not at end game just yet.
I do steal Aries from you.
You do steal Aries from me. Yes, you're right. Which makes me sad.
That's why I did it.
I know. Alright, it is my turn. I'm going to take my blue 6 and pop it here, which will allow me to get a resource and a gold. Take a gold, take a gold, take a gold. I will take a food and I will pay 2 wisdom to take that red 3. And then I will spend a stone to go up a space on Virgo. Yep, that's me done.
Okay. I am somewhat short on dice now. I think.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. And you don't have a way of getting more.
I have one way of getting more.
Oh, yes, your Archon.
Yeah. So the question is, which one would I want to take?
Oh, sorry, it is worth saying I should have put a new red dice in.
Dice.
Should I say 4?
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing I need to do is to use this red die while I can
Mm-hmm.
to gain 3 wisdom.
Yep.
And yeah, I may as well make an attack to get 2 points and no, I get
3 points because of
3
Aries.
points and a food. Woo.
Well, you know, it's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Time to do shenanigans. I'm going to take my Archon over here. Flip this to a... Whoops. That should now be a 4. I'm going to pay a stone to advance 2 places up a track and take the card. And I'm going to go up Leo. Boop, boop. So I take Leo. Then I will pay a wisdom. To go up a space here. No, I might as well make an attack as I'm here. So I've got a food and a stone. And 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Food and stone. And then I will pay a superiority token to complete a district. So now I have Leo. I can place this in and turn it into a 5. And I can activate both of my red districts, as well as trigger this scorecard, which will get me another 12 points.
Very nice.
So 2 gold, 12 points, and some advancing on the military track. So I will go on 31 down to 43. Yeah, don't draw it into my hand, please. 43, boop.
I forget to take the gold for completing my district.
No, you did take it, didn't you? It was on top of the card.
Yeah, no, I completed the yellow, yellow, blue one.
Oh, did you get the points for that as well?
I can't remember.
I don't think you did, because that's 12 points, and I don't think you've advanced 12 points. So take the points on the card. I think you forgot to do it with everything else that you were doing as part of the ability.
Probably.
So I get to advance 3 times on
With myself
the.
at 12.
Get to advance 3 times on the military track. I get another superiority token, and I get to attack. So I now get 6 points. 1, 2, puts me on 49 because I've passed another gate, and I get a stone and a resource of my choice. So I will take wisdom because I apparently am lacking in it. Actually, no, I'm going to take food. I will take food. No, wait, hang on. I've got 5 food. I'll take wisdom. Carry on with your day. It is your turn, sir.
Okay.
I like this a lot. This is fun.
Yeah, I like it that we've taken 2 very different approaches, but we're still pretty even score-wise.
Yeah.
It seems to show it's reasonably well balanced.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So yeah, I think I need to send my Archon over to blue. To gain a die.
It's worth pointing out that we are near one of the endgame triggers.
Yes.
So if 2 blue buildings are put out, and the district confirmed, then that could potentially trigger it.
Yeah. I'll spend 1 wisdom to take a blue
Okay.
4.
We will have a blue 1 enter the fray. Okay. Are you finished?
Yep.
Okie dokie. I will take my orange 6 and I will go here. I will gain myself 3 food. 1, 2, 3. I should flip this over. I can build now. 2 steps on the forest track, pay a gold to advance another one. Ooh, yes, I think I shall. Alright, I will take this one. So I will pay 3 stone and a wisdom. So I'll pay a gold and 2 stone and a wisdom. Somehow I end up with my resources always never where I want them to be. They're always, for some reason, elsewhere. And I will place this into my district there. So I can advance 2 steps up the forest track, which is this one here, which was Aries. So boop boop. And I can pay a gold to advance up 1 other. So I think I shall do that. So I will advance up the Virgo track. Okay, that is my turn. No, we'll rotate this. Oh no, sorry. I get a white die as well. That is my turn.
Okay. What can I do with this blue? Not an awful lot. The best thing I can do is send it over to the yellow space to gain a stone, a food, and a wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's your go.
Alright. I am going to expand my citizenry, my population. So I'm going to spend 6 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of my 8. And I'm done.
Okay. Similarly, I'm going to expand my population, except I'm going to spend 8 of my 8.
And get a bonus 10 points.
Yeah.
Puts you on 52. Nice. Okay. Me?
You'll go, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely thought this plan through. I will take my orange to yellow and I will get myself 1 of each resource. I'll get food, a wisdom, and a stone. That's me done. One of the things that's interesting about this is that these ships, these motherships, aren't fixed on the board. They can be randomly allocated, which I think is quite an interesting. I think that changes things up a bit, which is quite nice.
Yeah. Well, presumably. Actually, I don't know. Would it make that much difference?
It changes up the actions because these bonus actions aren't printed on the board. They move wherever their coloured mothership is.
Yes, so you get a different bonus
Com-
action, main
because-
action combo.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And you get the you've got the variety in the different constellation cards, zodiac cards. I am all for variety when it comes to games.
Yes. Okay.
I suppose I'm about to watch myself become very dice poor.
I am going to spend 2 gold
Mm-hmm.
to buy myself a blue tower level.
Yep. Good call.
You'll go.
Yes, I will take my 4 and I'll place it here. I will advance up the military track and have a fight, which will score me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Puts me on 55 and will get me a gold and one other resource of my choosing. I am going to need wisdom, I think, because I'm going to need to buy some new workers next turn. That's me done.
Okay. I am going to pass.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think I've got anything else I could usefully do.
Hmm.
I've got 1 gold left, but I don't really fancy spending it on something I don't think is going to be useful.
Okay. I have 2 gold left, and I am going to spend on something that I think may be useful. I'm going to spend my 2 gold. Throw it over here. Boop. And boop. And I will buy a red tower level. So I now have a 3 tower in my red, which means I currently have 33 points sat in my districts, which is pleasing, to say the least. I can't do anything else, so I will pass.
Yeah, and as I've passed, that's the end of round.
It is. So, this is where things are going to get problematic for me, but also quite interesting. So, first of all, this die will become a 5, which makes it very powerful. This 3 becomes a 4. And I have a 6 and a 2 6s that are going to be promoted. So my orange 6 is going to go up, which is nice. It means my Archon is now a nice orange colour. But I can't get another blue die. So what happens is I will take the points value that is showing next to my highest positioned advisor, which is 10,
yeah.
and I will gain 10 points for this blue die, and it goes back into the supply.
Nice.
Which is part of the only win condition that is potentially in flux and can be undone in the end of round, because when those dice get to that point, they can revert back into the dice pool. So
Get to give yourself the points.
I will give myself 10 points. Thank you. Puts me on 65. Nice.
That'd be if you had 4 more points.
Sorry?
Nice would be if you had 4 more points.
It would have been nice. I will, however, take Ares away from you, though, because I don't want you to have it anymore. And also because I'm higher on that track.
Yes.
And I will move myself back down a space. Now, I have many options. I have 2 dice, but I have many options. Okay. None of these are good. Okay, well, I'm going to take my Archon, I think. It's probably going to be my first move. And treat it as a blue. So I'm going to use some of the Archon buying power to get myself this purple 3. It's the only dice I don't have any access to. So we get a new purple die comes in. It comes in as a 6, which I think we said we re-roll. There you go. Comes to 2. Oops. And then I can spend stone to move up a track. I think it might not be a bad idea to do that, and at least just push myself a little further away from being caught. I'm less concerned about that one. Alright, I am done.
Yeah. How are you going to make this work? What's the only thing that allows me to do that? Stuff. Okay. That is a problem. Do that. Most okay.
We are both in dice poor situations.
Yeah.
And I think me placing my Archon there and that's my first move was probably the worst thing I could have done to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I think I was going to be struggling for dice anyway.
Well, at least you could go to. You can put your Archon on and get a speaker.
I mean, I can put an Archon on and get a die. It's not a big deal.
That's true. You could do that.
Yeah. I think that may be exactly what I have to do. Do I particularly care what one I take?
Flips that round to a 1.
Yeah. Do- I'll take the orange 3 and I'll pay
Okay.
a wisdom for it.
Alright, I will roll the new die and stick it in. A 1. Woohoo.
And then yeah, it's your go.
Alright, you doing that has helped me considerably.
Yeah, I was worried it might.
So I'm going to place my orange here, and I will claim another die. I will take the red 4 for a wisdom. Which is always quite useful to have. Right, your turn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that should now be a 2.
Okay, I'm going to send my orange 3 off over here and change it up to a 3.
Nope, you
And
forgot your
again-
base.
Oh, yeah, and again, the yellow 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I need to roll a yellow die and add it to the track.
Yes, please.
Not a 6. Not a 1. Oh no, did we decide 1 stayed?
No, one stay. It's just a 6, doesn't it? It's the speaker dice that don't have a 1 or a 6.
Ah, yes, the speaker die, yes.
I will take my newly acquired red 4. I will go here. I do not have any stone to progress, so I will gain 3 wisdom, but I will only take 2 because I will do some warfarious stuff. I'm at a point where I may as well attack, so I'm going to gain a stone. I will gain another stone, and I will gain 3 points for having 3 red dice, 1 in Freeman, 2 in my seats of power, and I will also gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for that, so I'll gain 9 points from my warfare.
Oh dear. Not very good.
74. It feels so long ago that we were just dwindling around on sort of 7 points.
Yeah.
Right, it is your turn, sir.
Okay. Let's put the
More dice.
red 3 on there, yeah. Check that up again. And I'll take this blue one.
Mm-hmm. So I got it. Okay, 4.
Go ahead.
I will take this purple and place it there. I will get myself 3 stone. 3 stone. And I will spend a food to build. And I think I am just going to build. You could build a forum. That could be useful. I'll build the forum for a single stone, but I get to take a speaker die for free,
Yes, you do.
which is kind of nice. So I will take the 5.
Court of Law.
What of law? Change the colour of one of your unused dice. Change the value. Ooh.
No, keep the value.
Keep the value, sorry. Keep the value, change the colour. That's
Yeah.
juicy.
It's an interesting one, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to send my blue die to here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to build for 2 wisdom and 2 stone the healer's mansion.
Nice.
So that gets me 1 victory point plus an additional victory point for each freeman I have.
Which you
So
currently
1
have.
for that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Nice. Very nice. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Right, I'm going to take my 5 and I will put it into here for blue. And I'll take the purple too. That's me done.
Yeah, I think I've kind of run out of stuff to do, so I am going to pass.
Okay. I will take my purple 2 over to here, which lets me level up. I will spend a food. Oh, oh no, I took the stone last time. Never mind. I was about to tell myself I was stupid. I will spend a food to construct. And I will build the forest temple, which lets me advance 2 on the forest temple track. And I can pay a gold to advance 1 step on the other. I don't have any gold. It costs me 2 wisdom to 3 stone. To do that, which is nice. Which does mean I've closed off that district. But I have not yet achieved Valhalla. So I can't place anything there yet. Oh, sorry, I did have another action I could do. I am going to do the other half of this, which is advance on the military track and then attack. So I will gain a gold and a resource of my choosing, which I will make. Let's take food. If I can have a really good food turn next round, that'd be really nice. Yep, and then I get 3 points for having red dice there, plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get another 9 points. 83. And then I think that brings me to the end of everything I am willing to do, not necessarily what I can do. What dice do I have? You know what? I'm going to pay a gold, and I will take an orange tile. We're going second level in orange. Yeah. And that will then be me passing.
And I've already passed, so
yep.
End of round.
So that's up, that's up. This will probably be the final round.
I suspect so, yes.
Alright. None of the Zodiac tracks revert.
We need to deal with that speaker die, don't
Oh, yes. Give it a roll for me, please. We also need to replace a green die, apparently.
Oh, yes.
Not a green die, a purple die. Oh, 1. Okay. Alright then.
There are no green die. What's you on about, man?
I know. I'm going mad. Alright, I will take my Archon. I will go to orange. I will get myself a citizen, a speaker die, and I will gain 3 food. That's a stone. That is my turn, though, so carry on with your day.
Okay.
And that becomes a 1.
is kind of handy.
Hmm.
So I can send my orange thing off there. I am going to. Oh, I'll take the speaker die because I'm going to get that anyway.
Might as well.
And I am going to build
Hmm.
for 1 stone and 1 wisdom, and I'm going to take the mint. Which
Okay.
gains me a gold.
Nice. Oops. You're not the one I want. It's the harbour. 2 victory points for all your yellow buildings. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay more attention to what's coming up. Hey ho.
Yes, exactly. Alright. It's a learning game. It's the first time we played this.
Indeed.
Alright. I will take my orange 5. No overkill here. Which is particularly sad given that there are no speaker dice left. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to use a 5 on that. I will use my speaker 3 to do that. That feels like that's a smarter way of doing things. So I'll get another 3 food. Boop, 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 boop. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I've just realised I should have moved back a space on the military track.
Okay. Is this brilliant or is it stupid? No, there's only one way to find out. I'm going to send my red 4 over here.
Okay.
I'm going to pay
Don't you dare.
a stone
Don't you dare.
to go up 2 places on the track and take the card.
Which card are you taking?
I think I'm going to take Aries off you.
Ooh, interesting. But yeah, fair. There you go.
And yeah, because it's a red, I can also do an attack.
You may, by paying a wisdom.
I don't have a wisdom. Okay, I'm not going to bother doing an attack then.
Okay.
But I could have done.
You could have done. I have gold, look. Okay, that changes my plans slightly, mostly in terms of the order. So I will go here with my red 5. Turns out to a 6. I will pay a stone. And I will take Aries back, thank you very much. And go boop boop. And then... yes, I will pay a wisdom. Do I want to make an attack or do I want to progress? No, I think I will attack. So I will use the wisdom to get a wisdom and a stone back. And nice 9 points. Boop. Oh, that's me done.
Yeah.
What do I want it to be? No, it's fine. Carry on.
Okay. I am going to claim. Ooh, am I? No. That doesn't make sense. Let's do this, perhaps.
I can hear Laura and Matt are having some sort of animated chat, or Laura is on the phone to someone. No, it's Matt. I have to say, I like when we play lighter games on the stream because it's nice to do some sort of relaxed games and do some fun stuff that's pretty lightweight and we can just sort of chit chat about things whilst we're playing it. But I like playing these heavy, crunchy, meaty games from time to time. I like giving my.
I wouldn't say this is too heavy. You know, there's a lot of choices, but they're not too complicated. It's more decision making.
That's true.
Okay, I am going to, my first decision, I am going to send my speaker over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly need any stone, so I guess I'll just do an attack to gain 2 victory points into food.
Yeah, and you do progress up the track as well.
Oh yes, so I gain 2 victory points in the wisdom.
Yeah, it's your choice really. You can either take the food or the wisdom.
Doesn't make much difference, so
No, not really.
Be wise. But then I'm going to use my superiority marker
Mm-hmm.
and go again. And I am going to claim a district.
Nice.
So I will remember to take the gold and the points.
Yep. Yep, that was a mistake by me. I could have claimed my district last term, but I didn't.
Yeah, I spotted that and then was like, I really need to claim that before Luke gets it.
Yeah.
So 12 points for me.
I needed a couple of things to go my way before I could claim it.
And then I gain an extra victory point for having an obelisk in my city.
Yes.
And I could advance 1 step on a chosen temporal track.
It's probably worth you moving up that middle one because at the moment it's scoring you minus a point. Or actually, it's not even scoring you anything.
Well,
it's still not scoring anything, but it will still mean 0 at the end of it. Whereas if it gets some progress, it might get something.
Hang on, let me just check on that.
Yeah, compare.
Does it actually matter if it's on the 0 or on the start point?
I guess not. I guess you could. I guess then your benefit would be to move up one of your other 2.
Yeah.
Because it's still going to be nothing.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Let's see what I can do here.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take my 5, and I'm going to spend 2 wisdom to claim this blue 4. Did you give yourselves the points, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Cool. And then the superiority tokens aren't worth anything at the end, which is kind of sad. I feel like they'd probably... no, they're not even a tiebreaker. So I will use it to get this 4 and convert it to a 6 because of Virgo. Or no, that's Leo. Leo does that. So that puts it to a 6, which is nice points-wise. And then both of them let me move up the forest track twice and pay a gold to advance another track. I don't have any gold, so I've probably done this in the wrong order, but never mind. That is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Yes, I have done this in the wrong order, you idiot. No, well, never mind.
I'm going to spend 2 gold to take another yellow tower token.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this may be where I lose things. Okay, I will take my purple 4. Oops. Doop. Oh, other way. To go up a space and get a gold and a resource of my choice. I will take... Ooh, actually. Oh, I should have scored the points for completing this setting as well. This district. I'll do that in a second. Just whilst I'm plotting and scheming. Sure, I will. No, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. What do I? No, I don't have enough. Ah, fudge. Sickles. Oh, wait, I could have enough. Could I? Yes, I could. Because I have a gold now. And I have not gained a wisdom. Okay, so I'm getting a gold and a wisdom as part of my advance and go up. I'm then going to pay a food because I'm using a purple die to build. And I can spend a wisdom and a stone to do Court of Law, which is change the colour of one of my unused die, keep the value. I'm going to put it down here. At the very least gives me a district. So that is wisdom and stone. And I can change this die to be any colour I wish. I'm going to change it from purple to red. So I now have a red 3 to utilise. And that is my turn.
Okay, I'm going to send my Archon over to blue. Give me a gold and a one of any basic resource. So just take a food at random and don't think it's going to matter. Go ahead.
Okay, I am going to complete a district. I'm going to take my red die. It will become a 5. Oops. If I flip it instead of roll it. Okay, I'm going to place it here. Now this district, it does nothing for the Agora. It doesn't gain any benefit there, but it does gain the benefit of my armory, which means I can move 2 spaces on the military track and or perform an attack. So I will do the attack first to get a gold and a food. As part of the attack, and then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points for the attack. And I've just realised I forgot to give myself those 12 points for the district I completed, despite saying I'll go back and do that in a second. So that puts me on 114. Plus 100 out. Yay. And I don't get anything else for finishing around my tower. Around my palace, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but I do get to move...
Finishing a round. This is the final round.
This is the final round.
Yes, it is so to say it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are going to be. This is our final round because we have completed everything on here. But I do advance up 1 space on here, so I get a final token, and I get 9 points for completing the military track. That was a big turn. And we need to put in a blue die, which is missing for some reason. Why are we missing a blue die? I don't know.
I don't know.
You must have taken one at some point and forgotten to put it back.
Yeah.
Oh well, never mind.
Tabletopia's been moving things again.
It could have been that. That is my turn.
Are you sure?
No, I don't. Yeah, there's not much point in using a superiority token. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to do the last thing I can do that's of any consequence, which is spending my last 3 gold for another bit on my yellow tower.
Nice. That's pretty good. Alright. I have 2 things left to do. So first of all, I'm going to spend my 8 food to increase my population, which will immediately score me 10 points. Which will be on 32. And then that's it. Your turn.
I don't think I've got anything left I can do, so I will have to pass.
Okay. And then my last thing that I can do is I have 2 gold. But there aren't any blue squares left, and I can't afford to get any more reds. So I can just make sure that we are definitely going to finish by buying 1 yellow. Oh, actually, wait, is gold... Nope, never mind. Gold is points at the end of the game. So I'm going to keep the gold and not spend it, because there's literally no point in me doing so. If anything, it's minus 2 points. Right, and then I have to pass, so the game is over. We are finished, friends.
Yes. Let's find out how badly I've lost.
So, we gain a victory point for every gold left over we have. I gain 2 points for that. Boop, boop.
I gain nothing.
Okay. I don't think you're going to do as badly as you have. You built quite a good chunk of towers. Then we have a look at our zodiac. So I ignore this column, which got to 70, which is a bit sad, but never mind.
Oh, hang on, before that,
Oh, yes.
receive the number of victory points equal to the printed value beside the rightmost citizen die on your advisor track.
Oh, you're right. So I get 10 points for that.
As do I.
Nice. Oh, actually, that's...
And then, yeah.
Oh, hang on. We should have done cleanup. Not that it makes any difference, actually, now that I look at it. Because neither of us would have gotten an extra die up to 6.
Yeah.
And I think, actually, you only get 6 points, not 10.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I was looking at rightmost open space.
Yeah.
Most closed space. Yeah.
So that was that.
Then
It's the Zodiac. So let's zoom in on the Zodiac. That's me. Let's go over here. So, there it is. That's the button. So I will get 7 and 11. So I will get 18 points for my positioning.
And I will just get 11 because I have an 11 and a 0.
62.
Up to 90.
Then it comes to the seats of power. So, I have a blue 6, but I only have a level 1 in blue. So this is your number of pips on your seats of power dice multiplied by the colour and the height of that tower. Yeah. So I will only get 6 points for my blue. Which puts me on 168.
So I have a total of 11 pips for my blue times 3, so that's 33 points.
Nice.
122.
Nice.
And then I also have 4 on my yellow tower and 6 on the dice for another 24.
That's pretty good. And then my last one, I have a 3 stack in red, and I'm gaining 16 times by 3, which is 48.
Yeah.
So 8. So that's 216.
Yeah. Well, you, I don't think you've done as badly on yours getting thrashed.
I mean, I didn't feel like it would be that substantial.
Once you started getting your war engine going, that was really powerful.
Yeah.
So many points on that and gaining yourself resources as well.
Yeah, I think when I realised that that was how that one could work out, that did change things a little bit. So that brings the end. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a lot of fun. I think that's a
I enjoyed that.
I think that's a good game. So that brings us to a final score of 216 for me and 146 for Dom. And I think it's probably worth pointing out, if I tried that strategy again with a slightly different configuration, I don't think it would have succeeded as well, because I think you definitely got off to the better start with your in terms of your resources and your engine building on that front. I think I just got better around the track. I think I sort of figured out what I was doing and stuck to it quite early on.
Yeah, I think maybe I did try and spread out a bit too much. Should have stuck to it. Picked a lane and stuck to it.
Yeah. But there we go. That is words. Origins First Builder. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Thank you very much, Don, for playing with me, as always.
Thank you.
You have a Twitch channel yourself going these days, don't you?
Yes, twitch.tv geekpride_gaming.
Yeah, you can catch Dom on Mondays.
Mondays at 8 and Saturdays at 2 UK time. And now I've officially committed to that schedule. That's the first official commitment.
Yay! It's better than some people can commit to, let's be fair. Alright, yeah, we are going to be back again on Friday at 8 o'clock UK time, BST, or UTC if you prefer. We are going to be playing our D&D campaign. We're going to have, hopefully we'll have Tom with us. We'll see how he's feeling. But we will have a Ross with us, which is always nice. We'll have a Ross in the room as we enter into our caves within the Eastern Gorge. So we'll see how that plays out. Until then, friends, take care of yourselves. Don't forget to have a look at our Raise Your Game campaign, which is available on our link there. If you are watching this after the fact, our link is going to be in the YouTube description, or it's going to be in one of our pinned tweets. So check us out on Twitter at EatCritSurvive. And I'm going to check it in for the sake of putting it in there. Until we see you again, friends, thank you very much for being here with us, and we shall see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.